What's going on? We're Double Muscle Line Bulls, located out of Ronkonkoma, New York. My name's Angel Huffman, and my fiance, Sandra. We breed pocket and standard size bullies. We started in like 2012, and what pretty much got us into the breed was a friend of mine that actually had bred the bullies. He had an amazing dog, champion Leroy Brown, and after seeing that dog, like many people, when you see a bully in person, it just captivates you, and that's what got me into the breed. What we feed our dogs throughout the year is a mixture of raw and kibble. The kibble we use is Taste of the Wild. It depends on what we have going on. If it's a show or if for breeding, fatting them up, whatever the case may be. So their diet really is depending on what we have going on throughout the year. The bloodline that we specialize in and that we love is Grand Champion Stax's blood, everything off of him. Having direct sons and daughters off of him, as well as line bred stuff off of him. That's just the blood that we specialize in and what we love. For a good amount of time, we focused on just breeding to have a specific look and bloodline that we wanted. So now that we're at that point, we're definitely this year and part of last year, we've been really heavily showing our dogs, and we're hoping to champ out a few this year. The advice that I have for up-and-coming breeders is not to just jump and purchase the first dog that you see. Really study pedigrees, go to shows and look at different bloodlines to see what you truly like, and then build your stuff off of that. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. I think the most difficult thing for the bully community to overcome is really just kind of acceptance. This breed is continuing to evolve. So people to say that, like for example, this new exotic stuff, just like the American bully, it was new at one point in time. So I think the hardest thing is really just to accept, the evolvement of the breed. I look up to Eric with the Stax blood. He's in our camp. And I also look up to Mark over at Reyes Royalty Kennels. They really took the time to tell me the things that whether I wanted to hear them or not, as far as breeding goes. And we need more people like that, giving out constructive criticism and taking the time to mentor people. One of our goals for 2018 is we have a few dogs. We actually want to champ them out for breedings that we have coming up and so on and so forth. So that's really kind of our biggest goal, is just hitting the show ring this year and seeing what our stuff can do. Where I see, where I would like to see things 10 years from now with the bully community is it's really hard to say, but I really like things to just keep evolving, keep changing. If we're still in the same place 10 years from now, that means we're definitely doing something wrong, What separates us from other kennels is really just kind of the style of dog that we're trying to create, what I have envisioned in my head and what we're trying to really achieve, That's pretty much our vision and the direction we're going in and what separates us. Other hobbies that I take part in, other than the dogs, is definitely between the gym, my family, and that's pretty much it. I'm a pretty simple guy. The motto that we live by is pretty much that the dogs come first. Everything pretty much revolves around them, My thoughts on Bully Girl magazine is that it's definitely great. It's able to reach people that, have maybe not been able to see the breed or anything like that, to be able to know in other countries, what's going on, what's popular in the breed right now. It was actually the first magazine that I had gotten into when I first got into this breed, and to be interviewed on it is an honor, So it's a great magazine. I hope you guys keep doing what you're doing.